this is going to be a strange video for me, talking about snares. Alright, now personally I've got no experience whatsoever in setting snares to catch small game. Okay, I've got a good friend who I don't see that often, but he's going to be going out to teach me all about snares. Alright, now I've got no problems making them, I've got no problems choosing the right materials to make them. The only thing I need to learn for myself is where exactly to set the traps, that I'm not wasting my time, where I'm going to get more success, what times of the day, what sort of weather conditions, etc. Now my friend Andy, I'm not saying no more about his name, but he's got 30 years experience in hunting, trapping and snaring small game and medium-sized game. Okay, now what you see in front of you is an empty packet. Now those were given to me by Wayne, TheSgtFruitcake, a few years ago now, and he said, oh, you can use them as snares. I thought, great idea, brilliant. So I've kept them in the box out of the way, and I thought, now I've got a bit of time on my hands, I'm going to revisit them to have a look. Now what I've done quickly was I unravelled them, and they're quite long. They're over 1.5 meters, maybe 2 meters long. Okay, so they're slightly too long for snares, but it's not a problem because you can cut them down or keep them the same length. It doesn't really matter. But I thought these ends are a little bit too big. Alright, so I thought, okay, there might be a bit of a problem. But then I looked into it more detail about how they're crimped. Alright, now I've had similar things like this at work, where a crimp's been put on the end of a wire and they want the crimp taken off. The wire shortened a little bit and it re-crimped. Okay, so what I've done before is I've got the crimp ends, the bootlace ferrule, and I've put it into a vise, and I've just used metal fatigue. Okay, now what metal fatigue is you bend metal in a certain area or a certain direction, and you bend it back, you bend it forwards, you bend it back. You keep doing this with the metal, and eventually it will fatigue at that point and it will break. Okay, so what I thought I'd do is I'll put these in a vise one at a time. Say for example, I'll put the vise there and there on that particular one. Okay, and it'll push it in, I'll turn it around, push it in, keep going backwards and forwards until it's loose enough so I can shorten it. And I've tried it and it works. Now personally I think that sort of size is just right to run the snare. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, and as you can see, if you look at the clamp, I've metal fatigued it on the vise. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in on the right side, opposing ends, so it's going to be there and there, for example, and push downwards with the vise. And the beauty of having a great big heavy duty vise is it's minimal effort, just a little turn, and it's good enough. Okay, that will squash it in there, nice and simple. Now there's 10 of them there. They're stainless steel, or maybe galvanised, I'm not sure. I'm guessing they're stainless steel, so they're not going to rust, and I think that is one of the preferred materials to use for snares. Okay, I believe the optimal material used for making snares would be brass or copper, but stainless steel is a good close. Okay, that's close enough. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting these one by one on a vise and shortening them so I can run some good snares. I've got a feeling, looking at this, that these are used in the building industry, construction industry. I'm not sure exactly what they're for, but they're very heavy duty, and I think they're excellent. Once I've got all 10 of these done, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the length of these. As I say, they're up to about 2 meters in length. They're plenty long enough. I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting them in an inch bag, you know, I'm never coming home bag. That would be ideal, but I've got a feeling I'm going to shorten them because of the weight. Okay, it doesn't weigh much, but when you combine it with other stuff, it's heavy. So to lose 2/3 of the weight, I think will probably be a good idea. I don't think you really need to use running snares too long. Okay, I think you're looking at about 18 inches to 2 foot max is what you're going to need. Alright, so I just thought I'd share it with you. If any of you can come across items like this in your line of work, or you know a friend who works in construction, etc., try and get some, because I think they're a great idea. Okay, they're all ready made, you ain't got to do them yourself, they're done. Okay, so I'd like to thank Wayne, TheSgtFruitcake, for sending me those, albeit a couple of years ago. I haven't got rid of them, I ain't got sold them or whatever. I do tend to keep a lot of kit, and I do need more room. So just a little snare idea. Don't cost nothing if you can get your hands on this in your line of work. So hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.